Welcome to the Unfazed Podcast. Welcome to the Unfazed Podcast. Today, I'm grateful and blessed to have one of my favorite artists right now, a musician, artist, creative mind, just everything like that. My guy Jay Chris, bro. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up?
What's good, bro? Appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. It's a blessing. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Always, bro. Always. We gonna just jump right into it, man. With your music. The first thing I discovered your music on TikTok because I'm not even fully sure how I discovered it, but it was on like a TikTok video and it was like a radio TV page. It was like some person like promoting your work and
Yeah.
it was like this week's song. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. And then it had Most by Jay Chris. And I thought it was really dope and I was checking it out. And also congrats on hitting 100,000 streams on that song as well, bro.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Go back to on that video. The dude who promoted it,
Hmm.
just some random guy. I don't know how he found me,
Hmm.
but he like promoted my song all to like in Australia and everything, and that's how like all the streams got so big, blew up.
That's fire, bro. Dang, so it wasn't even somebody you knew. It was just like somebody random that just loved your work.
Never heard of him, man. I'm
That's
so thankful
crazy.
for him though.
Yeah, cause that's how I discovered your work, and I was like, yo, this guy's dope. And I was like, and then I saw your stuff. I was like, oh, he from the same area as me too. I was like, that's dope. Um,
Right.
but your song Most, but that's my favorite song by you, bro. What was the inspiration behind that song?
I'm not gonna lie. I was in class one day.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was history, right?
Hmm.
I found this beat on Waves, which gives you like free samples and stuff like that you can use in your songs.
Yeah,
And I'm like, shoot, let me make this beat real quick, make it in like 30 minutes. Um, I'm like, make the beat in 30 minutes. I'm on the bus, start recording to it, writing to it. And as soon as I got home, I started freestyling the whole thing through. And it just came along real quick, like less than a day.
that's dope. So it's just dang. So that's something different though, cause I mean, a lot of artists is always different. Sometimes it take them like a while to make a song. Sometimes they make it in like a day, a week, stuff like that. So I mean, so you just
Right.
started off
Some
the
songs would
top
take me like a day
freestyle.
to do. This one was like real
Yeah,
fast.
real fast. I
And I
mean,
didn't even think it was gonna blow up like that. It was like a little quick song just to, play around with.
yeah. So most of it was you just freestyling.
Most of it, yeah.
Or that's
It's
dope
at the
though.
studio. It's in my room.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, just straight up, right up because that's people that can like freestyle and just like spit right up the dome, bro. That's talent, bro. Because I mean, a lot of people they can write it out and stuff like that. I mean, that's dope too. Whatever works for you. But people that is able to just freestyle, just right off the top of their head and just hear the beat and just go off. That's different, bro.
For sure.
The lyrics is something I feel like I can personally relate to on a different level. With the first verse, you're like, I see the world differently than most. Um, and the next part of the song, you were like, too young to make change, too old to change way, too small to gain prey, too human to change fate. I wish that it was different. I wish I could start from the beginning and go like a way back, talking like way back, more than a day back. So I know
Yeah.
that's like a big part of the song. It's like a lot of lyrics, but you know how like they do like the genius interviews and like the artists explaining their lyrics, bro. So I mean, the first part where you're like, I see the world differently than most. What is like the meaning and the message behind that for you
Well, first, when I
personally?
write a song, I'm not gonna lie, I just go to iTunes and I'll figure out like what titles sound tough. Like I go to
Mm-hmm.
Saba's page and I
Mm-hmm.
see he got a song called Most.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took the name and I'm like, what can I do with this to make it my own original song? And I know he was talking about I think he was talking about like kids and like police and like being misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to kind of put my own spin to the song.
Okay,
And
that's
that's where I
dope.
kind of got the idea from.
That's dope. I like that. So you kind of just found the idea and the inspiration from that song. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so my thing, like when I make music, I want to make music in a positive way, different than like most people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to curse my music. I want to have a good message, saying that's uprising to like kids and everything.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that. Cause I mean it's relatable too. Like it's different and it's like how you talking about it's for like the youth in a way. You know what I'm saying? You want to make your music for everybody.
Right.
You want to make it your own work. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Jay Chris's work. This isn't somebody else's. This is specifically this is unique to you, and that's different. And I like that. And a lot of artists um aren't like that, and they can't like have that way in their music or I don't know how to explain it, but I mean it's kind of like recycled, and they see like the one person, like somebody. I was just talking to somebody else a few days ago, talking about like rappers and how most of it is like money, like killing the ops, like the drugs, the girls and stuff like that, and like the houses. I mean, that's cool. I mean, if you're doing your thing, go ahead. But I mean, when it comes to you personally and you just being able to do your music in your own way, that's really dope, and I like that, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Most definitely. So, yeah, just like I was saying, that's a lot of songs that I listen to, and I honestly I don't think I can go a day without like listening to music and just having like the AirPods in, the beats in, whatever, bro, or even just
The same.
whatever's like allowed. I'm saying, who's your favorite artist to listen to? Like, where do you get all the inspiration from? Who do you listen to the most?
J. Cole, Nas, um, Mason Tiller. This is my top three favorite
Mm-hmm.
artists.
I mess with that J. So you like J Cole, Nas? Okay, I'm a big J Cole fan, but he's in my top three.
But
You heard the new song that he made with Summer Walker, two Summer from Cool.
that was
Yeah,
crazy,
that was
bro.
different, bro. I love that song, bro. J Cole did his
Cause I'm
thing.
seeing him in like the pictures in the studio and all that, and I was
Mhm.
like, man, they got something crazy coming on.
I mess with that song a lot. It's different, and Cole just he's just flowing. I mess with that, and he's most definitely that's somebody I find a lot of inspiration from, and um, a lot of people find inspiration from him too. And I don't. It's most definitely just he's just different, bro. Like he's real. He's different. I like that about him
Respect that, yeah.
for sure. Currently, right now, bro, you have 9 singles in your discography. And you're already going crazy, bro. You super talented, bro. What's the process of making a song for you?
Making a song. Most of the times I make my own beats and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Other times I get some of my friends to make a track, but most of the times when I write a track, um, since I'm like in Hawaii right now, I can't record obviously, but when I'm in my room, I just get to the little mic and all that and start recording. Um, I look on like iTunes, see like what type of songs are people putting out, and how can I spin that into like my own idea, and I just kind of go from there.
That's dope, bro. I mess with that. So it's like it's all a process. Everybody's process is different, bro. I like that.
Yeah,
So you kind of just put a spin on to your own stuff, like how you was talking about with your song most, bro, and how you just search that, like you search that you found somebody else's song. You kind of just it was talking about being misunderstood and stuff like that, and um something I want to ask you as well is in this music game, do you some and just life in general, putting your own spin to that song and making it more personal, and feeling oh, I see the world differently than most and stuff like that, making change and stuff like that. How is that personally how would you say that personally connects to you as an artist?
when I'm doing music or listening to music, like there's a couple artists that are doing like positive stuff, but like many artists like just people that's around the world, they're not doing anything really with the youth. They're not trying to inspire kids. They're just trying to get their money, talk about girls and all that, and it's not really helping like our generation and all that. So I'm trying to put a spin to it
Mm-hmm.
and like achieve the same things, get money and all that, be famous, but still while helping like people my age and like just being positive. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. You say you got an album from you coming soon, bro. And I know you got to move to Hawaii and you still getting settled in and stuff like that. When can we expect the album? Is it like a timestamp or are you just still in the works?
Shoot, it's still in the works. It's called "The World Is Yours."
Okay, that's dope.
Took that inspiration from Nas right there.
Mm-hmm. That's
But yeah,
dope.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to have it out in the next like 2-3 months. Hopefully that works out.
That's dope. I'm
But you
looking
never
forward
know. You
to
never
it.
know.
Yeah, yeah, God willing, bro. Hopefully, I'm just sure everything works out, man. And that's something most definitely I'm looking forward to having just like a full like mixtape project from your full album. That'd be fire, bro.
It's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be something crazy.
Most definitely. I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
How did you get into music? Like when did you start realizing that you were like, yo, this is what I want to do, this is what I enjoy doing? When was that?
So the first part is my dad's in the army, but he also had a little side hustle doing music too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my parents met, actually doing music in the choir.
That's dope.
So like it's already in my DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think. he starts putting out his own little singles of our church and all that, and I'm like, let me do that too. So it took a little while for me to get my skills up to par because my voice has always been a little high, so like people wasn't always feeling the music, like it wasn't always that good. So it took a little while, but then we got there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to kind of follow behind what he's doing. And now, we getting a lot of big opportunities doing music for Nickelodeon, Disney, everything, bro.
That's dope. What's that like?
It's awesome. Like, they have like little letters where you can't always talk about what projects you do.
Yeah, that's true.
But like just making music for them and their little projects and TV shows is just amazing.
That's amazing, bro. And I'm really proud of you, and that's really dope on how you're just leveling up in the music game, bro. You really just doing your thing, bro. And,
I appreciate it,
that's
bro.
amazing, bro. Of course, bro. Keep going, keep pushing, bro. That's amazing, and more doors and more opportunities are gonna continue to open up for you, bro. I see it already, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Of course. You have about 16,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and you're growing and growing more every single day, bro. You already talked about how you want to help out with the youth and with the kids and how you want to use your platform. Branching outside of that, and because there's a lot you can do with the youth, is there anything specific that you want to do with these? Like, you just want to create like a positive environment, like a safe space and stuff like that, or like how do you want to use your platform?
Mm, Definitely want to branch out. I want to like kind of dreamville, like how J. Cole does that. I want to like bring, after I become big, I want to bring like little smaller artists and kind of get them to like where I am right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like how Cole did that too, and that's a label that I have the utmost respect for.
I agree.
Because a lot of labels they you be seeing them do like artists dirty sometimes, and like like the label be profiting more than the artist. Um,
Right.
And it's just like some labels be like releasing the artist music when the artist's not even ready for it. Like it's like it's a lot. So I mean, Dreamville and you wanted to create something like that. That's really dope, and I respect people like you and the way people think like you and J. Cole, and like not just using your platform to, of course, like yeah, getting big, making the money and stuff like that, growing your platform, getting famous. That's the goal, but also just helping others out along the way too. You know what I'm saying? Not just being so self-absorbed and being like, yo, I should help out others too. I need to help out the youth. Be positive, have them thinking positive, stuff like that. That's really dope, bro.
Right. Right.
Most definitely. You and I, we both from the same area, Maryland, the DMV. But both of us being creators of our work and being a part of like the group of people that have been putting this area on the map. How does it feel, bro? Like I know you've been moving around your whole life, but really home base being in Maryland and putting this area on. What is that like? How does it feel?
Man, I love the DMV, bro. They got so many creators out there. People like just young people with such great like imaginary minds. It's just awesome just to be around all that and like contribute people doing features, getting music from them. It's just like it's just cool just being around them. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I agree. I agree. This area is it's an underrated area for creative minds, bro. And I'm glad that God put me in a position and I'm in the right spot to be able to do this and connect with people in the area and outside the area, because it's a lot of creative people and a lot of inspiring people that are just working. And I mean it's all a process. You're not going to wake up the next day and just blow up after the first time you're doing something, but I mean it's all a process, and just being around guys like you and other people that I've done interviews with, bro, it's just dope, and it feels amazing, bro. It really does feel amazing, bro, for real. What's your favorite song that you personally have made, bro? What's your favorite song? Because I know a lot of artists have their opinion. Like some artists, I've talked to a few other rappers and artists and stuff like that, and singers and stuff, and sometimes they like, yo, I hate this song that I made. Like I released it, but looking back on it, I hate it. And then some people are like, oh, this is my favorite song. It's the best song on the track. So what's your favorite song that you have made personally?
My personal favorite song. I'm gonna go with the song I just released yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, Nosy
Nosy
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about
Yeah,
that as well. But that's your favorite song you made.
yeah, right there. every song I do, I just feel like it's my favorite every time. I feel like I just get better.
That's dope.
Like the
That's the
lyrics
goal.
to it. You saying?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Right. The lyrics to it was, I can't believe I broke the barriers. I turned my dreams to a reality.
Hmm.
I made a switch to my mentality, and I just feel like that's real right there.
That is that's what be going on. And that's a lot of stuff that people don't see when it
Right.
in this art form of being a creator and um just doing stuff like that and just creating music, you know, having a platform and using it to the best of your ability, bro. I was just
Yeah.
about to talk about that as well. Nosy Neighbors, bro, and I love that song as well, but that's another favorite song that I have by you,
Appreciate
bro.
that.
Of course, man. And you were just talking about, yeah, you were like breaking the barriers, changing your mindset, and like proving people wrong, thanking your doubters and proving your haters wrong, making a name for yourself, and that's a lot of people's motivation in the game, and that's honestly that's a pretty valid motivation to have as well. What motivates you in the music game to do your best and put your best work out there?
I'm seeing what all these other artists can do. I'm seeing what J. Cole could do. How he came up from being, he ain't have no money,
Hmm.
and he just like, star now. So if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Anything is possible.
Right.
Anything is possible. I see it, bro. You gonna blow up, bro. Y'all. It's gonna happen. Just keep working. Stay consistent. Be your biggest fan too, because I know with a lot of times, like a lot of artists get. You may have even been a victim of this too, as well, and even me as well. Like I just, when you start off, it's kind of you're your biggest fan. Um, but then when you're deeper into the game and what you're doing, whether it's music, doing this podcast, just anything, sports, fashion, whatever, you start becoming your biggest critic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, what's your thoughts on that and people that are like when they start off, they're the biggest fan and they're like, yo, my stuff is tough, everybody needs to know this this and that. And then like when they're established, they're like, yo, I need to be better. I hate this and that, this is not good, what I did, this and that. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Um, that's happened with me too. Like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
people aren't always gonna feel what you're doing, but it's all about your mindset. Your goal is to get better every time you release something. If people ain't feeling it, they ain't feeling it. You just gotta keep working harder on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. Cause I mean, I never
Because
mess with your
people
stuff.
gonna try to tear you down. They don't want to. They don't want to like for you to be as the greatest that you can. So you just gotta keep pushing on it.
That's true. Not That's true. Not everybody gonna mess with your stuff, but if you still messing with your stuff and you're just proud of your work and just grateful to be like able what you're doing, then you winning, bro. Then you're winning,
Right.
and that's all
And
it's
most
about.
people consider criticism too. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Like not letting them tear you down, but also using what they're saying to make you better.
Hmm. That's true. Constructive criticism and and that's important. That's most definitely important in this game with this. Because it's just all a process, bro. Like everybody's learning new things every day. I'm learning new things every day. The people we find inspiration from, like Cole, Nas, people like them, like Bryson Tiller. Somebody I find inspiration a lot from is Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
Um, find a lot of inspiration from Kobe Bryant and motivation and stuff like that. A lot of life lessons from him. So I mean, they were all learning when they were working on the craft as well. So and they're like they were at the top of their thing. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, he was at the top of the game. Cole, he at the top of his game. All those guys, they're doing their thing and they're still learning and becoming better every single day. And so are we, but so it's just all a process.
That's right.
Some you also talked about and your most recent song that you just dropped yesterday, the song I really like a lot, Nosy Neighbors, is about writing your goals down. Um, that's something I even did myself for this podcast. When I started around last summer 2022. Um, how much do you think writing your goals down has helped you? with achieving them and continuing to work towards them?
When I say writing them goals down, I mean just like physically writing them.
Mhm.
I'm saying just having everything planned out that you want to do. Like I got a lot of goals for myself. I want to go to college, pursue law, so I got like second option to do in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So just knowing exactly what you want to do in life that really helps you get farther
That's true.
because you're not just guessing and everything.
Yeah, that's true. It's good to have stuff planned out. So it's cool to just move accordingly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Knowing yourself and knowing your interest and stuff like that. That's really dope, and it's always good to just have, be in a spot where it's like, okay, I like doing this, I also like doing this, I also like doing this. Like that's really how I love the way the mind works and how everybody is unique and everybody has their own different thing.
That's right.
How much would you if you could speak to your past self when you dropped your first single, to your present self now, like if you could have a sit down conversation with when you first started making music to now, what would you say to your past self?
Just don't let what people say affect you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People wasn't feeling that for now. Like I'm getting 100K strings and all that. So just keep pushing through all the adversity, and you gonna make it.
Mm-hmm. That's real. That's real. Something else is if you like, who do you find? Well, you talked about Nas and J. Cole and Bryson Tiller and them, but before I even get to that, I want to sit and think about what you just said and how fighting through adversity with just people's opinions, public's perception, and just people not messing with your work and still being able to just go through it and being like, yo, it don't matter what they say. I'm still on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? My stuff is still tough. I'm still good at what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm working and getting better and better with it, and that's real. And a lot of people quit within that process.
Right.
So it's always good to hear people who are able to keep going because they're not finished. You know what I'm saying? So many people quit in the middle because of somebody's opinion or something that happened. And it's like, yo, like, you never, like, that's why I just always keep going, keep pushing. Because if you just stop in the middle, you can never know how far you could have gone with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
that's real. Even if you go on with it and it doesn't work out as you expected it, just keep going. Because when you working and your stuff is good and you putting your effort into it, you eventually gonna shine, bro. Like it's never overnight. Well, for most people, it's not, but it happens. You gonna shine, most definitely,
So,
most definitely. Would you consider yourself a underground artist?
I think I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's your? Oh yeah,
Uh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
you can go. You can go.
I was saying like, what's the underground scene like in your eyes?
You got a lot of like supportive messages and then your DMs. Like people telling me, yeah, they really rock with the music.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm not, like big stage yet, like doing shows and all that, I know that I got a couple like really supportive listeners who just really feeling my message.
Most definitely. And that's different because a lot
Yeah.
it's a message in the music though too because it's not like you just hearing a track and you just start spitting like it's just like what I'm saying, everything's just like it's just it's like, okay, it's my inspiration and I'm finding inspiration from this and I'm going to put my own personal spin to it. And that's what I really like about your work personally, because the first song when I heard most, it was like that was like me, bro. Like it was like, okay, it was like that was just like me. That was like my personal song and how I be feeling. So
Right.
just feeling a message and emotion through the music is something that does not happen often.
Appreciate that, bro.
Of course, a lot of times with music, I'm just like, oh yeah, the beat hard, the lyrics cool. You know what I'm saying? Put it on a playlist, you know what I'm saying? But with this it's different. And I really appreciate that and like the way you're using your abilities towards your music, bro. That's really dope.
Appreciate that, bro.
For sure. You talking about how you find inspiration from you like guys like J. Cole, Nas, Bryson Tiller, stuff like that. What is it about them that you see that you're like, yo, I like how they do this and I'm inspired and I like their character and their music. What's that like for you? What do you see in them?
They unapologetic. They talk about their past. They talk about like their mistakes, where they came from,
Mm-hmm.
how they learned from it, and that's what really makes up their music. You know what I'm saying? They talk about their failures, and that's inspiring to us because we can learn how to get better from all that.
Yeah, that's true. That's real. That's real. Cause they reached that level and then they talk about how life was when they wasn't at that level yet. And a lot of
Right?
people listening to the music, where they
They're
have
going
it.
through it.
That's what I'm saying. They going through that. That's real. They going through that. And like just me and you as well, just seeing that and trying to get to that level where it's like we're big doing our thing. You know, of course, still enjoying the process because you gotta enjoy the journey more than you want to enjoy the destination.
That's facts.
Because like if we just see the finished product and we're like, oh yeah, I like that, but it's like, okay, what's the first step into getting there? Um, it's we gotta really enjoy the journey more than the destination and just be like, yo, this is it. This is my time. I gotta do this. I gotta get to work. That's
Hey,
it. Outside of music, what do you enjoy doing outside of being a music artist?
see my hobbies. I love running. Used to run track over at Hebron.
Hmm.
Getting ready to start the workouts down here in Hawaii.
That's
So
dope.
you just push my body, to the limits.
Hmm. That's beautiful, bro. That feels like a different vibe, bro. Going on runs in Hawaii, bro. That's different. That sounds dope.
And we over here by like the volcanoes, running on the volcanoes, bro. It's amazing.
That's dope. That sounds beautiful, bro. I gotta come down and visit, bro. That's most definitely on like a on my list of places that I want to travel to. That'd be dope.
For sure, for sure.
Most definitely. How far do you want to go in this music game? Like, what's the level you want to reach with your music and your platform?
Shit, bro. I want people like just to know my name in different countries. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Hmm.
make money from my music, make a living off of it.
Hmm.
I want to start my own label. Like huge dreams for it, bro.
Yeah, that's dope. Keep it all at the forefront of your mind. Write it down. Have the plan. Start the movement. Because anything is
Right.
possible. Anything can happen, and I'm sure it will. Because you're already on the right path. Your mind's in the right spot. You're working, doing your thing, and I love it, bro. So just keep pushing, and you're gonna achieve everything that you're trying to achieve, bro. Just stay consistent with it and stay hard working.
I appreciate that, bro.
Of course, bro. Anytime, of course. How many songs you got in the vault right now, bro?
Bro, when I tell you I got so many, I got like 200, bro.
That's crazy,
I write a
man.
new song every day. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like I be going back and forth with them. So I'm like, one day I'm feeling it, one day I'm not.
Yeah.
So I just gotta, if I want to do an album, I just gotta just put them all out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true. That's true. Dang, I was about to ask you one more. Oh yeah, it's about producing. Because the song Most as well. And do you produce all your songs as well?
The majority of them.
Majority of them. That's dope, bro.
Like I do
So
all the mixing for them.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
songs I'll get like a friend to do the beat, but
hmm,
most I did my own beat for that.
yeah. I like that because it's a whole different thing to be able to write and freestyle and have the vocals, but it's a whole different thing when you producing it.
Like
And
producing hard, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, producing's a whole different like thing though, bro. But being able to do both, that's like okay, you on your stuff, like you doing your thing. You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate it. Like I gotta go through Reddit for hours, man, trying to
Hmm.
find different like effects, vocals, presence, and all that, bro.
Hmm. Is there any
So it's,
producers
it's a
that?
struggle, man.
Yeah, I understand, bro. I've been in the studio with a few artists as they're going through the process of producing and making their music, and it's like it looks so like complex, bro. I'm like, yo, like this is something I want to get into, like producing the music. And I'm trying to get to that as well, producing music and helping other artists out and mixing it and producing their music. But I mean, it's just a process, and it's so much to learn, bro. It's
Right, right,
yeah. And some I've also learned is producing is such a big part of music. Like a lot of times, the producer is what the producing is what makes the song good.
right.
And going into that, do you have any like favorite producers or any producers that work that you enjoy out of any other producer?
Down in Maryland, they got this group called Song Builder Studios.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to their studio a lot. They produce crazy for me. So search up Song Builder Studios on Instagram. You can find them.
Will do.
Um, Another guy who goes to Hebron, IJK. He's crazy. He's one of the best young beat makers in Maryland, and I think people would really enjoy working with him. And then the guy who I did Nosy Neighbors with,
Mm-hmm.
his name is Ellie, and he's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that song was dope because that song was different. I messed with that a lot. I messed with that song
Thank you.
most definitely. Like it's a lot of local guys as well. Like how you just talking. Like you didn't even mention anybody that's like mainstream or anything like that's big. Like the guys like Pierre, Wheezy, ATL, Jacob, guys like them,
Right,
Tay Key. It's a lot of local guys that's up and coming, and they're just as hard, bro. And you know the way they are right now, they're gonna get to that level where it's like Wheezy, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like Wheezy,
for sure, for sure.
he one of my favorite producers. Like when I hear the producer tag Wheezy out of here, it's like okay, this song's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's always just dope having guys near you that can do their thing as well, and finding local people and stuff like that that can also you can work with them, stuff like that.
That's right.
Most definitely. So with throughout your life being in a military family and moving throughout the country and stuff like that, how has that impacted you in the music game?
It's taught us a lot of resilience. It's taught me how to be like how to get my social skills up to par.
Mm-hmm.
Like for music, I've learned that if you want to get like opportunities with like different like big companies like Nickelodeon and all that, you gotta have like the social skills for it and all that.
That's true.
So just learning how to talk to people over the phone or in person, that's really helped being able to like interact with different types of people.
Mm-hmm. That's no, that's real. That's real because you're doing a lot of moving to new places, so it requires a lot of networking, a lot of getting to know new people, new places, new studios, stuff like that. So that
Right.
definitely makes sense. And I agree
It's
with
helped a lot too because I can go back, talk to my guy from Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I ever need some, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, bro. That's different, and it's a lot of artists that don't experience that, but I'm sure it also kind of like provides some sort of like enrichment to the music, to the music, and to the experience of being an artist as well.
Right.
Most definitely, bro. So, what legacy do you want to leave looking back at all your music? Like, you want to just have the positivity, like you want to be able, you want to have people to be able to look back at your music and be like, yo, Jay Chris, his music was tough, but it wasn't just like he was just talking or rapping or singing stuff like that. He was um doing his thing but helping out the youth. And
Right.
that's something that's needed in this music industry as well. And you wanting to have that goal of just being like that, and you're already there, you're already reaching that level too, and it's just gonna continue to be able to you're gonna just continue to reach new heights with it. So when it comes to legacy and what you want to do and who you want to work with, where's your mind at with that?
I'm just trying to keep it real. Show people that you don't gotta curse. You don't gotta talk about drugs,
Mhm.
guns, killing, all that in your music just to have an appeal to the audience.
That's true. That's true. That's everybody's different, and that's something I've learned too. You don't have to do the same norm over and over. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, be like cussing, talking about the drugs, the killing ops, caught the op blacking, like just stuff like that. Like you know what I'm saying. You can just be yourself with your music and still do your thing, and people are still gonna mess with your work. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of people that don't know that or don't realize that, but it's true. Anybody that you're looking to work with or that you would want to work with, whether they're underground, local, or mainstream, what's the artist that you would want to work with on a track? Or who's the
Definitely
artist you
J
want to work
Cole,
with?
but in the DMV, I'm trying to get down with him. But Redville,
Mhm. That's oh yeah, I heard of him, bro. That's dope. He has this one song that I like. It's called PG Baby. That's
yeah, that one's crazy.
yeah, I like that song by him. Yeah, that's dope. It's a lot of local guys that's really just putting on and doing their thing, including you, bro. You're really doing your thing, and I love your work, man, genuinely, bro. And I'm keeping up with the drops. Just when I heard your song most, I was like, yo, it's not just this song I gotta listen to. I was like, I gotta explore this whole man's discography, bro. So man, it's
Appreciate that.
just for sure. It's just dope, and I love what you're doing, man. Just keep it up. You're doing great, and I'm looking forward to see what you do in the future, whether it's in the next day, week, months, years, decades, anything like that, bro. I'm gonna just continue to keep up with your work, and I love what you're doing, bro. Of
Thank you.
course, man. Of course. That's all I have for you today, bro. That's all the questions I had for this interview, man. Appreciate you coming on once again, bro. For real, for real, for real.
Appreciate you for inviting me on here,
Of
bro.
course. Anytime, man. Anytime you want to run it back, or anytime like a year from now, 2 years from now, as you just continue getting more established, I'd love to have you on again. Anytime, bro.
That once I get my
For
little
sure.
studio set back up, I can get my camera back on here and all that.
For sure. That'd be
And
dope,
let's
bro.
run it back.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And if you ever come back, if you ever make your way back to the DMV, bro, just let me know anytime.
For sure, for sure.
Most definitely. Anything you want to say or promote before we head out, bro? About your music, your work,
Just
anything.
stream the new song, Nosy Neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got the Instagram, Jalen.joiner.
Yes, sir.
And that's it.
Of course. Most definitely, bro. Once again, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you guys listening to the Unfazed Podcast. Once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay tuned for the upcoming drops. I got a lot of big things coming this summer. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Appreciate you once again, Jalen, coming on the podcast, bro. And I hope everybody has a good day, good night, wherever you're listening or watching this, bro. Just I appreciate y'all and stay tuned. I'm gonna see y'all out.